Man, you just heard that? You heard the news about Jayne Arledge?
What? Talking about the NG women's basketball coach?
Yeah.
Man, hold on, man. Let me check my phone real quick. Let me see what you're talking about. Oh, snap. She retiring, bro.
36 years in the game.
Bro, that is a long time, bro. She like the GOAT here, like the MJ of basketball.
Yeah, we gotta go down there and get an interview with her, man.
Man, we need to get her. We need to get some of the players. We need to get a whole E60 on it. Word. That's what we gonna do.
Why would you make this and retire? Because you've obviously transformed women's basketball here at North Carolina University. And what ultimately led you to this decision?
Well, I've been working on it for a couple of years, and that I felt like I'd put in enough years and I was ready to go on to phase 3 of my life, I guess as I say it, because there's other things I want to do, and basketball is all encompassing. It just seems to take up so much time, and I thought, I'd like to do some other things in life.
Was it a difficult decision for you to make? Because when something, especially athletics, has been in somebody's blood all their life, a decision like this has to be difficult.
It was very difficult. I'm gonna miss the girls. That's such a thing because they're really my family. I spent a lot of time with them. You think how many hours a week we spend together, and that's going to be hard. The good thing is I'm not leaving North Greenville. I'm gonna still be here teaching. I'll still be, walking in and talking to them. But I'll also get to help other teams also.
Now, coming when you first took the job, what was your goals when you first came in, and as you're coming to an end in your career, did you achieve those goals?
Well, in some respect we did, because the big thing is I wanted to be a good influence on girls and let them have a good experience of playing basketball. Because in the long run, it's still a game, and it's still at the end of a year, you remember wins and losses, but 10 years down the road, you don't really remember losses and wins, big wins. You remember the relationship you had with your teammates, and so I think that's what's important. So, what I accomplished, I think every coach going in wants to win conference championships. They want to win national championships. Did I win a national championship? No, but I think we did a lot of good things here.
Now, I saw in the papers the other day, the athletic director here, Jan McDonald, she said a quote about you. She said that you really impact thousands of girls, hundreds of girls' lives here. What does it mean for you to hear the athletic director say that about you in your career?
Well, I hope I did. You definitely want to be an impact on somebody's life instead of detriment. And hopefully I encouraged them. I gave them a little bit of love, and helped them grow up a little bit, because you watch girls mature through 4 or 5 years, and it's such a huge thing to see. And I think that athletics and whoever's over the athletics is a huge part of that.
Is there a specific player throughout your career that you can look back on after you're done and say, wow, it's been a great player to coach?
I've had so many great players, and I'd hate to just single out one. There's been so many girls that have achieved a lot more than I ever thought they would, and I'm so proud the way that they work day in, day out. They really had a goal of their own to achieve, and those are the ones that you really like, the ones that you helped mold to be a better athlete, to be a better player, that got in this gym and practiced all the time, on their own, not just when I was there, but on their own, to go to a goal higher than anyone could really believe that they were really working to achieve.
And now your assistant, Willis Holiday, he'll be taking over as the head coach. What can you tell us and the NGU student body as we come forward to look for him to coach the season next year? What can we look for him to do?
Coach Holiday's going to do a really good job. When we decided last year that this would be my last year, and Ross Jolly left, we decided let's find a coach that will be somebody that will come in knowing that if everything worked out right, that he was going to be the next coach. And so we looked high and low for somebody that we thought would step in and do a great job as associate head this year, and then would transition, be an easy transition into the next coach. And so I think he brings experience. He brings a lot that he really motivates the players. He knows how to personally get with the players and be in touch with them. So I think he's going to do really well here.
Now, you'll be honored this week. What do you think it'll be like here as the whole NG student body comes out and supports you in your last home meeting here?
Wow, I'm sure it's going to be emotional. I haven't really, I've been worried about beating Lise McCray more than I have been worried about this. So, but I'm sure when the final whistle blows, it's going to be very emotional. Just like, you know, when you play your last basketball game, you think, I'm never going to do this again. So, but I'm going to be around basketball. I'm going to be around them. I'm going to be around, like I said, other sports. So I think it'll be okay. At least I'm hoping it's going to be.
Now, you've been around for 36 years, Hall of Fame, number retired, a bunch of school records. What's your favorite memory after everything's all said and done?
Oh man, you know, there's so many memories and I got so many stories that's just what's fun when you just sit down. If you think of, you could just look through an annual and pick out one person and say, give me a story about them. Like, you know, you've got a story about that person, or you go to another year and pick out a person. And so that's what's so great, that, you know, it's like I said, it's not really the wins and losses, it's how they have touched me, I hopefully have touched them, and how we've grown together.
Here, and last question. You have 3 games left on the season. Obviously in the playoff hunt, what should we expect as the season winds down? What do you hope for your team to accomplish?
Well, we have played this year. We play everybody tough. A lot of games we've lost, you know, they've been super close, like 5 points and under. I think we got 7 games that we've lost 5 or 6 points. And so I think we're a scary team for anybody that may have to play us that's a higher seed than us, because they know we can get them. And so that's our goal, that, you know, we let them slip by before, but hopefully we're not going to let them slip by once it gets tournament time.
Well, thank you. Here we are with Miss Jayne Arledge. If you see her around campus, just wish her all the best and everything that she does.
Thank you very much. I've been blessed to be here at North Greenville. You know, God has really looked over me, and this has just been a place that, you know, you can share your religion with your team. You can share, you know, God on a daily basis, and it's really made a difference.
What's going on, everybody? I'm here with NG women's basketball team. You know, you got Coach Arledge getting ready to retire. She's been here for 36 years. It's a long time. What we really did, we want to sit down with you guys and talk to y'all about, like, how Coach Arledge has, like, influenced you guys. I know she's done coached hundreds of girls, and y'all are the recent ones that she's done coached. I know we have Ayana Shelton here, and she's a freshman. And well, let's just take time to introduce everybody. So,
Okay, well, I'm Ayana Shelton. I'm a shooting guard and I'm a freshman this year.
I'm Devani Powell. I'm a senior and I'm a point guard.
I'm Cameron Carter. I'm a junior and I'm a point guard / shooting guard.
I am Alicia Hope. I was a guard when I played here, and I am getting my master's now, so I'm in grad school.
Okay, well, let's start with Alicia. Alicia, you played last year, or was it 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
2 years ago, you're a grad assistant under Coach Arledge. Like, what's like? So you know her the longest. So what's something you learned from Coach Arledge as you've been here and as you're working under her as a grad assistant?
Well, in school, she taught me that I needed to stay on top of my grades so that I could earn my scholarships that I got each year as far as academics. And basketball-wise, she knows the games well, and she has taught me a lot about basketball.
And Cameron, I see you looking down. Like what has you? Man, tell me a few things. Like, as a freshman, what did you think coming in? What did you think Coach Arledge was gonna be like? What did you think she was gonna be like hard, like on you, or is it more like?
I mean, after like watching like some college basketball and I seen how hard coaches were, I was like, man, I'm kind of not ready to go to college because she's about to be like on my tail. But when I got here, like, she was really easygoing. Like, I mean, she pushed us, of course, but I mean, she was really easy to get along with, and I liked her.
And Ayana, you're a freshman, and so like you're a newbie up under her. So like,
Yes.
have you kind of like picked up any of those like traits about Coach Arledge? Like, has she been like a strong like mentor, kind of like trying to help you get through college, teach you like womanhood? Like, I know it's life after basketball, so.
Definitely, like Hope said earlier about staying on top of your grades. She's really big about
staying on top of your grades and going to class. So of course that part was different than high school. You have someone telling you to go to class. And then again, I think she taught me just being a freshman about the importance of teamwork. And I think like that makes our team successful. Is all of us playing well together. So.
And I know y'all have 3 games left throughout the season, and after the 3 games, y'all are entering into tournament play, right?
Yes.
How do y'all feel about the tournament? Like, how do y'all feel like?
Well,
You
I feel like we're gonna go in strong. I mean, our chemistry has grown since the beginning of the year, and we know how to like play together and stuff like that. So I feel like we're gonna be good in the tournament.
That's good. So, does Coach Arledge have a set of rules that she goes by? There's like things that she doesn't allow, things that she does allow. Like, what's some of her pet peeves as a coach?
Not cussing. She don't like cussing.
She will make you go run a hill for each letter that you say in practice.
They're walking.
Yeah,
Either.
she does not.
Each
like
letter.
Each
Letter.
letter.
So don't say that F word. Don't say anything that's wrong.
Don't say
You better say that 3-letter word.
I take it down. I had to run a couple of years.
Nah.
Nah. Oh, she hates misread posts.
Hate Miss Reed.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We run for those. We even practice there in practice. If we miss, we run this way. Oh, it's first though you miss. Out of 10.
Yeah, and she hates when
Yeah, I felt
you
that
throw the
yesterday.
in the game. If you throw the ball to the opposing team, she'll come on the court for you.
We seen that in a recent game.
Okay, Alicia, do you miss playing basketball?
I do miss playing basketball, but I'd rather be coaching it right now.
And do you feel like Coach Arledge is a great mentor to be coaching in front of? Like, you can take some of her philosophies and maybe take it to another school and maybe do just as well. I mean, not saying you're gonna stay 36 years, but just, take what she's taught you and implement it into a different program.
Yes, she's very lenient, but I don't think that I would take that away from what she's taught me. I want to be strict on players, even though I feel like she's been strict, but not like as like the beginning of the season. I feel like she needed to like implement more stuff to the team, but I think she's done it great. 36 years here at North Greenville.
And y'all's assistant coach. What's his name? Willis Holiday. How do y'all feel about Coach Holiday coming in and taking Coach Arledge's spot? Is that an excitement? Does he have big shoes to fill? What's y'all's take on that?
I think it's going to be too different than what it is now, kind of, since they're both like doing practices and games. But I feel like he's definitely more energetic, loud, vocal.
He interacts a lot.
He interacts a lot. Do you like that? You like interaction?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He's a cool coach though.
Yeah.
It's gonna be an easy transition, I think.
Yeah.
Trying
And
to-
then that we've already got the
Yeah.
experience under him, and it's not like a random coach that's coming in,
Taking over.
Yeah.
So it'll be so he could do a good job
Yeah.
and filling in for Coach Arledge.
Yeah, I think so.
That's real good. That's the biggest one. I guess as a school, that's a big concern. Like losing that big, like you could say the GOAT. Coach Arledge is the GOAT. 36 years. I'm telling you, that's a big number to be somewhere. And just for you to like leave, it's like it's time for me to go. And for somebody to help step in and maybe do better or maybe do just the same. So that's a good job. But the last thing I want to ask you is, for incoming freshmen, what do you have to tell them about North Greenville women's basketball? What does North Greenville women's basketball mean to y'all?
Well, I think as a freshman, coming into a new school anywhere, even if you're not playing basketball, it's kind of scary. Making new friends is really hard. But I think North Greenville basketball, me coming in, I think they welcomed me, and it made it really easy for me from coming from high school. I got like fast friends and teammates, and that's who I hang out with the most. So.
You got it?
Somebody gotta go. Really come around.
Let me think about it again.
Oh my god. What was the question?
That's why you told me to go.
What does North Greenville women's basketball mean to you? What does that, when it's all said and done, when you're done playing, what does it stand for you? Like,
I mean, well, getting the opportunity to play college basketball is like, it's always been a dream of mine. And before I even like came in, it was like, oh man, do I really want to go like D2? Like I used to always look at the D1, D2, D3 aspect of everything. But I mean, it's really no different. Like North Greenville it welcomed me, and like it gave me everything that I ever asked for. I used to always want to play on the Pat Summit, but coming here just made everything much easier. It feels like I am D1. And so, I mean, to anybody out there, it's just like, don't look at it that way. You know, as long as you get to live your dream out and you get opportunities like this, don't take it for granted.
Come on, Devontae, we need some words. You can't take everybody else, bro.
They said it all, really.
So they said it all, really.
Basically, just come in with an open mind, really.
Come
I mean,
with an
it's
open
not
mind.
as bad as it may seem. Like, you know, it's rules and everything, but coming in on the team, it helps a lot because you come in like with friends, basically. Because when I was a freshman, I text like some of the freshmen over the summer, and like we got to know each other before we came in. Like in subs, we were actually like closer when we first came in, even though we didn't like live in the same area.
Yeah.
Nothing. We like texted.
So we gave you a security blanket, a friendship, a bond.
Because
as
you
a
be
team.
homesick, like especially from living far away, you be homesick, and then your friends can be there for you at all times. And the team is really like a family. They always have your back, like a sisterhood.
As Cam mentioned, as a freshman, it is another opportunity for those who get to play college basketball. Also, North Greenville is Christian based, so it's kind of a place where you can grow your faith with God. So that's probably a good aspect of the school.
All right, guys. I appreciate y'all taking y'all time out sitting with me. Hope y'all weren't too nervous. You know, Devontae don't like to talk, and I appreciate y'all. And I hope that y'all do well in the tournament. I hope that y'all work hard in the off season. I know Devontae, you're done, so give it all you got because you know you can't get stuff like this back, and you're gonna just remember the memories that you have with your sisters on the team, and that's what you're just gonna carry you through life. And I hope y'all do well and everything. And I hope you graduate. You know, get your
Graduate
masters.
in May.
Graduate in May. Get your masters. That's a big thing. 2 degrees. You can't beat it. And I wish everybody nothing but success.
Thank you.
Thank you.